So class, please stand up for the prayer. Angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom God's love commits me here, ever this day, be at my side, to light and guard, to rule and guide. Amen. Okay class, what day today? Okay, very good. Today is Monday. So now class, let us check your attendance. Bainosa, Cañete, Calextro, Silagan. Okay, class. Very good. Because everybody is present today. Before that class, I have classroom rules in these classrooms. First, raise your right hand if you want to answer or any questions and clarifications about their topic. And the second, listen to the teacher when she or he speaks in the front. And the third, treat your teacher or classmates with respect at all times. And the last, four, sit properly on your chair. So in this lesson, we have three learning outcomes. These lessons aims to use Dell's Kuhn's of experience in identifying what technological instructional media at various purposes with an expectations that the students are able to. So first, discuss the Dell's Kuhn of experience in the use and design of technology-driven learning lessons. Second, explain the different concepts and or levels of the Dell's Kuhn of experience using samples of a typical classroom. And the third, provide application of the Dell's Kuhn of experience in learning to the usual classroom scenarios. So now class, what was our last topic yesterday? Okay, judicial. Okay, very good. So, who can give me three subgroups of Dell's Kuhn of experience? Anyone? Okay, Erna. Okay, very good. Now, let us activity first before we proceed to our discussion. So, let us read our directions. Arrange the following based on the extent to which learning is the most concrete. Place the most concrete at the bottom part of the pyramid. You have 5 minutes to answer that class. So you may pass your paper class. So after completing your activity, you may answer this question as guide for reflective thinking. So, first question, what is your basis in arranging the tools and tasks and why? And the second, what does it mean when you utilize the tools and tasks you choose for the bottom level? How about for the upper level? And the third, how should learning be facilitated as it produce at, as it proceeds towards the upper level of the pyramid? So now, I am going to present and discuss the lesson for today class. But before we talk about the Edgar's Kuhn of experience, let me tell you little background information to whom developed the Kuhn of experience, which is Edgar Dale. So Edgar Dale was born on April 27, 1900s in Benson, Minnesota and died on March 8, 1985. And also served on the Ohio State University faculty from 1929 until 1970. He received a bachelor's and master's degree from the University of North Dakota through correspondence courses. He was an internationally renowned pioneer in the utilization of audiovisual material in instruction, and also the father of modern media education. And Edgar Gill an American educator who developed the cone of experience. The cone of experience of Edgar Deal, as presented in the next page, is visual model that presents the band of experience for the learners that is arranged according to the degree of abstractions. As the learner proceeds to the top of the pyramid, the more abstract the experience becomes. However, this does not mean that the degree of difficulty increases as well. Dale pointed out important ideas that should be remembered in using this model. So, number one, each band of experience stands for the experiences that are fluid, extensive, and continually interact. This means that various kinds of experiences often overlap and blend into another. Learners may choose to just watch demonstrations or experience the tools by themselves afterwards. And the number two, learning must not necessarily use the bands of experience systematically from base to the top of the cone. Teaching may not always begin into the direct experiences, but rather to the most appropriate experience that cater the needs and abilities of the learners in the learning abilities of the learners in a learning situation. Our daily interaction helps learn by doing, and these are concrete levels of learning that is natural in our lives regardless of our age level. Number three, using one kind of sensory experience is not necessarily more educationally useful. Sensory experiences are mixed and interrelated. In a lecture, learners do not just listen, but also read the content and the lecturer's facial expressions. And the number four, overemphasizing the direct experience in learning a concept is risky. When learners are so reliant to concrete experiences, meaningful generalization may be abstracted. To continue learning throughout life, uh, a balance between concrete and symbolic experiences should be observed. So, in these subgroups, there are different bands of experience that you can use in your future learning activities. In direct experiences, there are three important use in your future learning activities. So, first, direct purposeful experiences. As the very bottom and foundation of learning, the five senses are utilized in order for the learners to be involved in the learning themselves. And the second, contrived experiences. Since some learning are not accessible to learners, conventional and digital instructional materials, which will be discussed in the first lesson, the fifth module, will be designed to process real-life experiences accessible to learners' perception and understanding. So, and the last, dramatized experience. Since some learning experiences have undergone in the past or are not accessible for learning, experiences may be reconstructed to create a similar scenario using the same elements of the situation. And iconic experiences, there are five important use in in your future learning activities. So, first, demonstrations. These are visualized explanation of significant fact, idea, or process using photographs, drawings, displays, or guided motion through showing how these things are done. And the second is study trips. These are visits to places in which learning is made closer to the learners as important ideas are not within the context of the classroom. So, and the third is exhibits. These are displays to be seen by the learners which showcase the best work to represent the entire concept. The pictures, models, charts, and posters may just to the eyes of the learners only, though there are some exhibits that allow them a sensory experience. And the fourth, television and motion pictures. These are audiovisual display of a certain situation or event in order to bring these experiences closer to the learners. With the creativity of the films used, learners get to explore the different perspective of portraying the message and events of what has been watched. And the last, still pictures, radio, and recordings. These are visual and auditory devices used to express an idea of the concept. Still pictures may be pictures and photographs, while radio and recordings are audio. Audio records to be broadcast events and discussions. And the last is symbolic experiences. There are two important use of future learning activities. So first, visual symbols. The images portrayed may not be seen in the environment around you, since these are highly abstraction representation of reality. And the second is verbal symbols. These are not objects nor images that usually express idea but are written symbols incorporated in abstract way for learning. Written words belong in this category. Now class, I have a question. Do you want another activity? Okay, very good. So let's have an activity class. So this activity class is very easy. And class, I give you 5 minutes to answer this activity. This activity is modified true or false. Write true if the statement is correct, and if false, write the correct answer on the space provided. Okay, class, you may start now. Okay, class, time's up. You may submit the paper. You may submit the paper. Technology can still be applied in the cone of experience, especially in realizing iconic and symbolic experiences. As you can see, digital technology is very useful in order to present educational films, images, audio, and other technological resources. As a matter of fact, the absence of technological tools may not realize the bands of experience in the complex level of the code. Even if traditional tools are inevitable, digital media has made significant contribution in realizing the usability of the learning materials under each band of experience. So class, this is the end of the class today. Do you have any questions, clarifications about this topic today? Anyone? So none? So I hope you class that you have learned our today's discussion. So goodbye class and God bless. Amping tantanan.